I agree that I found the report very well written, very informative. I actually learned a lot. I have 2 children at the elementary school and middle school. This is only my first term on the school committee. So, there was even pieces that I was able to glean from the report about the high school that I wasn't completely aware of. So I appreciate the comprehensiveness of the report. But 2 areas I want to talk quickly about that I think are our greatest strengths is our leadership, and I also want to talk a little bit about our current school committee. Our leadership, right from the top, some of you may know Ms. Paula. I've actually known Kathy for the past 3-4 years, ever since she came on board, and I was working with a parent group trying to advocate for support of our school bond tax. And I can just say, whether you know Kathy or not, she's well respected across the state. Obviously, she's very knowledgeable in education reform and finance, as most superintendents are. But I think what really sets her apart from other superintendents is really her vision. The vision that she has for our district, the high expectations she has for all students, and even she's guided us through an innovative approach for our long-term district strategic planning. We implemented a new systems design approach that involved many different people in our community, and it was really a kind of a new way to look at long-term goals for the school district. So very innovative. We're very excited as we start to roll that out and fine-tune that, add to that. I've had a chance through the Systems Design Committee to work closely with the 3 principals in our district. And again, I'm so impressed with their individual credentials. We've heard that Mr. Warner was the Rhode Island Principal of the Year last year. Currently, our elementary school principal, Gail Dandrin, is a finalist for the new Principal of the Year, along with Jamestown Principal. And I just, I'm impressed with their individual credentials, but also their ability to work together as a team. It's a leadership team that respects each other, works well together, and I'm just so impressed and so pleased that we have such wonderful administrators in our district. I want to talk a little bit about our school committee. Again, this is my first term, and Ray and Diane have served on the school committee before. Frank White joins us new as of last week. He was appointed. We had an opening on our school committee. And one of the things that I've enjoyed with my work is just the respect that we have for each other. We all have a very diverse background, and I think we look at that as strengths for each other. We work well together, we respect each other. And what we're really hoping, and we even met last night and talked a little bit about this, if this partnership were to take place, we really look forward to working with the Jamestown Committee and having one of you as a full member on our committee. And really, we value your input. We look forward to that. We want to work with you. We want to we'd be welcome to see with that partnership, how can we work together to develop policy? How can we work together perhaps for professional development opportunities for our staff? So just really, a whole partnership. We really would look forward to just having you as a full member of our school committee. So we would welcome that and embrace that. And we're pleased to be here, and we appreciate that. I have a couple of concluding remarks, so I'm going to kind of wait till the end to say that. I'm going to pass things on to you, Kathy, if you want to add a little bit.
And I know to a parent sitting there, you say, well, who cares about the school committee? But let me tell you, it's the foundation.
Say that?
A parent cares about their child and the high school their child goes to and what that's about. They're not as interested in the superintendent or the school committee. Let's just all be honest. However, with a strong functioning school committee provides for you everything you need for that child's education. A dysfunctional school committee does not, and eventually it does erode a school department. You see it all over the state in a variety of ways. So I know what this school committee was and is, I know what this one is, and I know that they have the same values and leadership, and I feel very strongly that it's the foundation for a strong school department. And I can't say enough about that. And we also have a new leader in our school department. We have just hired Mary Ann Kirby, former department head of the English department at North Kingston High School and Jamestown resident, as our new assistant principal of the middle school. She started Monday. So we get the best, and the best come to our school department to work. And I'm not embarrassed to say that. I mean, we had huge numbers of people apply for that opening. And Mary Ann is outstanding, as you know. And her experience in PPGR at North Kingstown High School will be a direct benefit to us. She might be at our middle school, but she's going to be a huge support for our high school as well. So that's just another version, another piece of our leadership that's exceptionally important and will support your children.
Anybody else? Kathy?
Yes.
How many middle schools do you have?
One.
Just one.
One with, we have 3 schools. Our elementary has about 540, pre-K to 4. Our middle school has about 500 today. It's dropping a little bit because we have a small 34th with about 500, and our high school has about 500. So, and the middle school and high school are on the same piece of land. A nice setup. I appreciate your comments about leadership. It is a team, and a full K-12 leadership team only strengthens your high school, and that's what we offer. And it's I think a strong component of what we offer to you. I know we've talked enough about, we've mentioned personalization several times, but I can't reiterate that enough. The report seemed to make us, the little schools, seem like we just weren't big enough and good enough. Because the big school has more AP, the big school has more clubs, the big school has more opportunity. I would counter that research tells you small learning communities are the route to go. And we've already got that in a natural sense. So I think our smallness is our gift. It's a little challenge for us as far as scheduling, there's no question about that. And adding students to that mix does support that. But I really do believe that our smallness is probably one of our strengths. But what I also want to say to the committee and to parents is that we would look at this as a partnership, a very comprehensive partnership, not the place you go and pay tuition to. We have so many likenesses. When you look at districts that want to work together, you look at what those similarities are. When you look at demographics and tax base and size, we have great things that complement each other. And I would hope that the committee will think about that as you're making your, your deliberations around this. It is a good thing to be a small Narragansett and a small Jamestown. What you bring to that is an equity and equality and a voice that you are a bigger part of us than you are of North Kingstown, in all ways. And we truly do a great deal of sharing and extension in our school department with anybody we can. We want to play in the sandbox with everybody who will be willing to work with us. And that is our absolute driving force. And we would embrace that for the committee work, for parents, for students. I mean, it isn't just a line, it's truly what we do. In particular, as you consider this, one of the things that we absolutely are going to make as part of our financial package to offer when we get to that point would be 2 things that I think should be quite valued here. Number one, you heard Rich at him say we have our own bus department. We're one of only 5 school departments left that has our own buses. We own the buses, we hire the bus drivers and the monitors. For your children to come to our school department, part of what we'll be offering you financially is that included in the price. Because we have the best bus department in the state of Rhode Island. There's no question about it. I'll say it again. There's no way that bus department is going away in Narragansett. I did try to move to the state department, to the state program for out of district, and I couldn't even do that. Just for out of district, and I was going to keep it in town. So we heard. So I guess everybody was right. And so we have a fabulous bus department. So that personalization from the minute your kids leave your home, they'll be with our bus drivers because they are our bus drivers. So our package will include that, and our price will include that piece of providing the transportation for you. Off your hands, out of your head, not even to worry because we have a fabulous transportation department. But even more important, what I believe Jamestown needs and what I believe we can provide is a complete curriculum connection. A director of curriculum that would work here as well as Narragansett. And that will be part of the package as well. And it's because if we're going to have new students, we need to be together curriculum-wise. You don't have a director of curriculum. I say it most respectfully. You have hardworking teachers who try to do curriculum. You have Kathy Almanzar who tries to add that to her piece. But we are moving into incredible times with our state in terms of the Race to the Top initiatives and the commissioner's expectations. And they are very high, and the little districts can't do it alone. We need to work together.